Welcome. For this night, in which I totally didn't forget to stream earlier in the day, I definitely planned for this to be at 9 p.m. The optimal time. Of course, everyone's awake at this time. I just injured myself with this. We're not wearing this on this hand. I clapped my hands together too much and it hurts. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna get brave. We'll keep it on. And we'll try not to clap in ways that harm my bones. Alright, my bones will stay intact by the end of the stream. We'll see. We'll see if we have bones by the end of the stream. It'll be hard. It'll be difficult. But we should be able to have them. Anyways, I got us some Schlorpin tunes today. Absolutely even on the deep. And we're gonna hope that this is copyright free. There is I went on YouTube. Very trustworthy, not checked at all. Random playlist called Silly Playlist, no copyright. And we're gonna hope. This could be the last stream. This could be the last stream ever on Twitch or on YouTube or something. I think I can. There's ads. Oh no. That is unfortunate. Anyways. We use no ad blockers here. I would have been doing Spotify and using my good old banana meter thingy McBobber, whatever you call. The thing where you can separate tracks, so that way I can listen to music. And we can listen to music. But after the stream, no one's listening to music. There was never a song there, nary an audio from this thing, not a single tune. We imagined it together. As you would. But every time I open Spotify, it says that does not exist. And I didn't know what else to do with that information. Open Spotify and it goes, no you don't. And I went, you're right. I don't. So I had to last minute find something else. I was tired of the lo-fi hip-hop chilled music. Especially with the tunes that are coming up in here. Starting at 9 p.m. everything goes downhill. This is normally the hour where I would go on some sort of horrific Roblox chat. Maybe even VR chat. And I would go yap at people and watch them watch as their eyes boogle and they go, you're wrong. Something is not correct about you. You sound strange. And I'm like, yes, maybe. Just a bit. Don't know what it is about later in the night where it makes me more energetic than would be. When I start streams at the beginning of the day, I have nothing to talk about. I have no idea what to do. I've not talked to anyone ever in the world. I don't know how anything works. And then I do it later on. I'm like, yes. I own socialization. And I'm looking you in the eyes right now. So for the rest of this stream, you won't see that these, they're mine. They're mine personally. God, it is so bright. You know what? This is why we wear sunglasses at night inside. To protect our gamer eyes from the gamma ray. That might not be gamma. From the light rays of thine PC. The only downside is I fear I might be getting louder because when the headphones are on and this is here, they're like off a little bit and I don't know, it becomes a very strange soundscape. I hope you're seeing beautiful cat images when you look through here. At least currently, because of whatever thing I'm playing a playlist for smooth-brained organisms. If another ad comes up, I might switch it out, or we might start looking up other copyright-free silly music. I did just type silly copyright-free background music, hoping that I could find something, anything that could match whatever this accumulatory vibe has become. This could be an hour-long stream. This could be a 5-hour-long stream. I have no predictions of where this will go. All I know is I probably should switch over to Minecraft at this point. We've not even reached 10 minutes yet, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think I've ever had any time frame with everything. Normally it's up to like 5 minutes, 4 minutes maybe, that it'll just go off while I'm busy announcing here on Discord on this server where I'm like, hello gamers, I am gaming again. Watch me game. Or I'll go on my little Instagram, and if I can learn how to pick up a phone, where I'm like, hello, I am gaming. Watch me game again. And again. Haha, that was a peek. You'll never see my eyeballs again. I don't know why I'm saying that like that's a problem. I'm gonna not remember I said that. I'm gonna just take these off probably. I'm probably gonna keep going, ooh, being sneaky or whatever. I bet you by the end of the stream, these are either gonna be half off my face, or there's gonna be 10 other sunglasses on. Whether I'm switching them out, or they're just layered on, we'll find out. Actually, while I'm at it... Oh, I don't know where I'd keep them. I want to see if I still had my, my mushroom dingle dangles. I will say, I want to use earbuds at some point. Because I'd love to wear some silly hats, get my weird funky ears going and all that. I feel like there's so much I could do, but I can't because of these big heckin' headphones. We can't up the silly to the levels we deserve. I mean, I could try to find my sailor hat or something. I could force it. But I don't know how many layers I could fit in here before I can't here. And I might as well take these off and just hope. I'll just hope you guys aren't getting ads like right now, in which that's crossed the line. We're going over to lo-fi hip-hop. I'm so sorry. We lost our squiddy hoogada. That's okay. It is a sacrifice we have to do. I looked over and I saw the word Scooby-Doo booty on the captions. We're doing great. We're doing amazing. Okay. I'll keep the captions up because that could be fair. This we need to turn down. I forgot that would be loud. We're gonna go over here to building. We don't know how this works. I say this like this is a whole thing. I don't know. I don't think I ever explained it before. I think over time I just added more onto it, and then we figured out what is what. These glasses are just not straight on my face. They're gonna travel. They will travel. Who knows where they'll be. I would have worn even sillier glasses. I can't find them if I'm honest. Well, I got blue ones. We got these classic. Very good for when you have. We're gonna go back to get big now, because now we're yapping about mindless stuff. Blue one, classic. Green I got from Pride Fest. They were handing it out. Very nice, because I did not have sunglasses on me that day, because I'm a forgetter of things. We have gold, classic, shiny. I believe these do turn purple when exposed to the sun. When I look in my eyes like that, I look like a bug. Which is why I need my antennae. I could be a huge creature bug thing. But I love ones that have this. I used to have an old pair that were blue and this type of shiny thing. They still exist. Somewhere. I think. I might have thrown them away because I know this part cracked at some point. But I know the lenses fell out of them. They lasted many a year at a summer camp. Well, they made us Just Dance for our lives. And I never failed. They send us to the lodge. The place. I guess I said this like it was dramatic. It's just kind of how buildings work. It was made out of bricks, stone, maybe a 90-person capacity, I believe. I'm not sure. I remember I used to read it on the wall and be like, huh, that is peculiar. But anyways, Just Dance. It was amazing. And they'd have all these shiny things on so they couldn't look me in my eyes. If they can't look me in my eyes, I can do anything. I'd be in the front of the room, thing above me showing exactly what to do, but I don't look at it. I don't need to look at it. It's everything. It's perfect. I stare at the other contestants in the eyes. I look them in the eyes, but they can't find mine. They'll never know. They can't know. They were too intimidated. So I knew everything. And they could never keep them. So I also have these blue stuff. Hello, Ham. Welcome. Welcome. You know, while we're at it, can I find... Oh! So, you know what? I was talking about the glasses I had. I found what's left of them. As I said, there's nothing in there. The bottoms of both of them are taped together. I have them just in case. These were back when, maybe 6th grade, and I graduated like a year ago. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 7-year-old sunglasses. They made it older than that, actually. That would have been the last time that they were sunglasses. They probably made it many a year before that. Found some random shiny ones from like a prom, who knows when. I remember the entire front of those were covered in bubblegum because, well, we don't want to know what happens. We don't want to know that story. So anyways, I was placing blocks. Oh, I was gonna explain my layout here, and then instead went, no. Let me show off every possible pair of sunglasses I could find in this cabinet to my side. And mostly because I wanted to find my oogada boogada, my little mushroom dingle dangles for my head. And I don't know where they are. I do need to find those for next Pride, because I think that was a good choice. I love dingle dingle. You just gotta catch a signal. Your fellow buddies, you'd be like, you, me, and it's perfect. It's how you find your people. Anyways, here, like I said, don't have music, because Spotify said music doesn't exist. So we don't have music. We have copyright-free lo-fi beats. Our goober tunes could not make it. Okay, we also over here feel like I'm introducing like a wrestler. And here in our top right corner is Discord, where I just have my images that I use for references saved. That way I can look over at what I'm doing. Of course, I say what I'm doing. What I look at to figure out what I'm doing. And this. Which I will say we're going to work on this area here. Preview. We're working on here. Which is like, hey, I thought you were going to work on the structure. Or maybe even do the trees. I would do the trees. But I realized this here. I guess I should say this here. Maybe that's up at the angle. I'm not sure. Starting now, I cannot see myself. I just see the reference on the side. Because, oh, I used to have it open on this screen with Minecraft. And I had to keep pausing Minecraft to look at it. And I was losing my mind. Like, I'm gonna still have to do this to click over to do it, but it's easier to do this and do this than having to do this, click off, pull up on another thing, stare at it, and try to remember it while I go over, instead when I can just go. And like, I can just flick back and forth. I don't think I need to do all this. This is not art class. I don't think I need a thumb for reference to compare things, but you never know. But yeah, so long story short, we're gonna, actually, let me make sure Minecraft music is off. There we go. I don't know why I put it back on master volume. Oh, and just to be clear, yes, it was simply a jest. I, maybe, just maybe, did forget to stream today. Almost, just almost. It's 9 PM, the day isn't over yet. Okay, maybe day is over, maybe it is night, but this specific time frame, it's not the next day yet. Okay, it is very late evening at most. We can work with that. I was maybe, just maybe, too busy watching YouTube, watching compilations of soapbox races crashing of people, you know, where they have their little wheels. Sometimes it's a tricycle. Some people it's just a skateboard going down. They have the ramps, they have the bone rattler or whatever they call it. And you got like cardboard, or what was one of them? It's like, they've started to use cut up yoga mats to keep it light, or whatever. There's I can't think of words anymore. That's great. That's lovely. I don't know. Aerodynamics, maybe. Not aerodynamics, absolutely not one bit. Also, I was full of this because I was gonna make trees today. I was gonna make trees. Don't know what's wrong with me. That's not happening. Oh. I will say, I think I keep almost explaining one thing and then going down a whole other... We'll find out if you learn anything that I plan to tell you today, okay? It'll be hard, but we're gonna try, okay? So what I was gonna say, I was gonna build trees. And I realized this here is the best angle I have currently for trees. There was a world where maybe I could have gotten better images today, because me and my friend, at Curtly Kitty on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, go find her. Well, Curtly Kitty VODs on YouTube if you want to find the streams from the past. I love promoting my friends. But we've been playing Baldur's Gate as one does, and of course that's the save that all these screenshots are from. If you can see over here, we have some characters there. But long story short, new patch came out, and we just wanted to play around and make new characters just for fun. We want to do an evil route where we kill everyone. We want to be on the side of the goblins, which I would have been on the side of the goblins from the start, but then all the tieflings hate you and it makes me feel bad, and the tieflings are kind of a big thing. But then I'm like, bro, but I really want to get with Mithara, and then we're doing a whole, like, evil route this time, so we can figure that out. And who would I be to abandon my goblins, you know? Exactly. So anyways, I don't have a lot of good screenshots for where the trees are here. Like, I have a few. Like, this one, that one works. Where is my other angle I normally use? I think this is the other angle I normally use for building, which is what I've used for this entire section here. I've just held on to this for dear life. And yes, I know a whole lot of rock and rubble is supposed to be in this general area, but because there's so much that goes on down here, like, that just goes down there, this whole area, the loop around and all that, I'm gonna just not touch that yet. Because a lot of it depends on other things. I don't want to deal with all of it. What we will do is continue working on the side that no one cared about and no one asked about. And that's over here. Because once again, the trees aren't the best angle from here. And if I'm able to see the trees at a better angle here, and there's trees right next to the bridge, and I can't do that, it's going to make me be like, man, that is unfortunate. So, we're changing that. We're going to make it doable. The first things first is that I feel like I'm constantly mixed up on what to make the ground out of, because I thought mud made sense. Because when you look at this, the bridge looks pretty dark. Don't be surprised if this entire bridge gets changed into just these blocks, into Muddy Mangrove Rouge, instead of just mangrove. And I let the dirt start to encroach more, because realizing that it looks a lot lighter over here on this thing, and it just doesn't match up. So, we'll figure it out. So anyways, if we want to be able to put trees on this side, we need a land. We need a land mass of some sort to exist. And I'm looking at this and it bothers me now seeing that I don't have that area on the side where there should be rock connecting this. Like, this should come out this far, should it? Which means it's time to mess with stuff that already exists, because that's my favorite. I love when I have to mess with it. I don't. If you cannot tell, that was some good old-fashioned sarcasm. We're gonna move this. We're just gonna move it. Easy, just move it over. I feel like this shouldn't be too hard. I don't think it's that extreme of a move to make. Yeah, I'll grab my cursed dirt. Cursed dirt over here. I don't know why I said dirt like that. There's so many words where they just exist. I just stopped that there. Man, there's words. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. But no. There's... How do I want to do that? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I became like a person for a second. I was an actual, like, being. Can't have that. Can't have that. Also, why is this like that? I feel like this should be more straight. I know, difficult for someone of me to do. I think this does come out more straight this way. which I might need to mess with the bottom here, but that's okay. That is okay with me. I feel like it almost comes more in over here. Well, I think that's maybe a bit too complicated to worry about in this way. It's okay. I feel like some tough walls would really help us here. I can't wait till the end of the stream where I take off the sunglasses and I get blinded. Like, my eyes are gonna be weakened by the end of this. Or maybe it's better, because the rest of my lights are off, so maybe the light can't hurt me now. The light can't hurt me when I'm like this. The light wishes it could get me. But I won't let it win. So I have this. And then I'll just let it come out just a little bit. Perfect. Yeah. This is definitely probably I wasn't paying attention and I let it get a little too crazy. Yeah, that works. That works. Shouldn't be that close over here still, but you know. You know. This is just maybe just a steeper little thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And just like that, we've got that little extra section that's there on the side. That was bothering me that it didn't exist. This definitely is good. I'm sorry. I'm like, and just like that. Actually, no, not like that. Change it. Make it better. I don't know what I've done here. We're gonna pretend that makes sense. We're gonna pretend that makes sense. There's also an entire, like, broken wagon and more of these little, barricade, little stick holder things. I think I'll make it more like that. Well, I think... Ooh, sorry. We'll probably make them more, you know, straight line, which should be easier. Much easier than whatever happened here. This is the original time I made one, and this is me remaking one when I needed to move where it was for some reason. Oh, I know why. I remember what happened over here. This is a sharp freaking corners to pull on my nose. Okay, I'm not doing that again. I'm probably gonna do it again and forget. But I'm not doing that again. So first things first, how much wider? This is definitely gonna be wider than over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do by 10. Actually, not even 10. We're just gonna go for it. Because I don't have a comparison to really figure out how far we get it. Well, we have this. Ooh, sorry. Which I would assume to be the top of this tower. Okay, position yourself around here. Yeah, that didn't help me much. I cannot perfect that angle. We're just gonna go. We're gonna get it to, like, around where that water dips in. Probably work. I say dips in, more like dips out. Where it gets straight for some reason. And then we're just gonna fill this in. Once again, I'm using coarse dirt for this, just because, I don't know, actual dirt always annoys me. Because I'm scared that it'll touch grass somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, I'm not gonna pay attention, and it's gonna touch the grass down there, and it's gonna spread. I'm scared that the grass will take over. And we won't be able to do- we can't do nothing about that, you know? When the grass spreads, you're dead. You're dead. You're gone. And we just can't risk that. Not like this. Not here. I'm just gonna make this match this, just cause. Just cause, and it'll probably be useful this way. I wonder, what's the likeliness, what's the likeliness that I don't continue building on the actual thing, and I just start, like, I just start spreading this way. I just give up on the actual castle build. I'm just like, it's time for nature. So we'll admit, as much as I love building in Minecraft and things, like, I love building stuff like this when I can base it off an image. Like, it's one thing basing it off an existing Minecraft build where I'm like, it's, like, literally already been done. but it's something where I have a reference, so it's not entirely off the top of my head, but what is off the top of my head is how I go about recreating something. Yeah. My apologies. Someone walked in and scared the heck out of me. I just can't see. It might as well have been a shadow creature out of the corner of my eye. I'm just and I just see the door opens. Because it's 9:30. I thought there was peace. They're probably giving the cat a snack, a treat of sorts. Probably. I think there's a cat still in here. I know she's in my closet. I left the closet door open. My bad. Truly. The worst of the worst. Put in chains. I jingle jangle everywhere I go. Big wall. Not big wall. Big ball on a chain follows me. Wrinkles and disappointment. So I'm gonna pursue the rock that goes here. It does kind of reach this. Okay. To use the slabs for here for now. The wall might be higher than the wall. I think the wall is higher than the wall. Just easy. Easy. And I feel like it should still come out further. I don't know. We have an area of rock here. And that can be rounded out. And then we have this other section that also comes out of it. I guess I'll slab it up. Probably will make these full blocks at the top eventually. That comes out. We have another bit where it's like that, and maybe to do this round. Actually, let's flatten this down. Much easier if we just start off with some. So I don't feel like I can just visualize it with the one layer there. So we're just gonna do this. We'll try and hope that the first layers we did are probably staying where they are. I'm more likely just to build off of them. But not the rest. The rest we're definitely gonna have to build off of. I have to figure it out. Ooh, and that means there's more water we're gonna have to move. I love having to dig out more land. I mean, I've spent so much time digging out all this land. I've spent my time slowly but surely flattening this. You think it should be extremely quick because I'm in creative? In survival, when you dig, pickaxe move, and it takes time, and there's like thought process in it. When you're in creative, you can just like full speed do it, or just hold it down. Holding it down is slower, but I feel like my mouse won't explode if I attempt that method. So that's what I'm hoping for. Also, I am gonna still make, I might actually continue to make a layer that's over here, just in case, because I feel like it's very likely I'm gonna end up moving this. We're gonna make this go up, find out what it is. It goes to here. We don't want this to stick out too much, so we're just gonna bring you over. Actually, I wonder if there's, I bet you this probably is an angle from this view that comes out somewhere where I could assume where that lines up. Well, you'd think. Okay, so the tree lines up to where the goblin statue would be. And where's the tree? Tree being there. I'm not gonna make trees, but I want to know where they're going. So this is like tree area. I just need a marker, because then I have an idea where the other things might end up being. Yeah, let's quickly fill up all this tuft. Extend it. Actually, we might preemptively just dig out everything. No fun, I know. We didn't come here to watch me spam one button all the time. You came to watch me spam two. But well, you're already getting your build part of the day. Once again, a very unsatisfactory part of it, but still a build nonetheless. Still, blocks are being placed, moved, removed as time goes on. I notice the way I have this is because I'm having most of OBS covered up. I don't know, I'm gonna forget what I'm even dressed up as. I'm sure I'm gonna forget I have the sunglasses on in time. I'm gonna forget the sunglasses are on. I can't see how long the stream has been going. All I can do about the stream is see the chat is there. That is all I can do, and that's all I cared about, because I like chat. I like chilling with y'all, my goblins. You gotta keep the goblins in tow. You gotta keep them ready. They gotta be informed of what's happening, what's going on. Keep them in the know. Okay, we're gonna get some sponge time. I know this is about to go like this. Wherever this goes, it's gonna start fading out. But because I don't want to bother with that right now, we're just gonna do this. I know this absolutely would not end here, but I need a line somewhere. Somewhere I need a line. Actually, I should probably remove the water first. Removing the water first would probably be beneficial for my sanity. As if there's much of that left at this time, but we'll see, we'll see. There's a part of me that if I didn't just already have this open, I would have maybe been, like, doing some sort of, like, Roblox or something. I would have just gone off the deep end so I could just fully just mind off. Well, my mind turns off on this, but it turns off too much, where I feel like we'll get chill. And I don't want to be chill today, but I think we're gonna get chill. Maybe. If I'm capable. We'll find out. You're gonna find out. Cut ahead 10 minutes. Go a half an hour ahead and let me know. Was I chill? Did I get chill? Or did we continue on the way we knew we were supposed to? We'll find out. I keep trying to side-eye the camera, but you just cannot see my eyes. Know that behind these shades I am judging and I'm staring at you at all times. I hope that makes you happy. I will say, I think it does make it easier to look into the camera. Like, I'll do this without heels on. I think it's easier to look into the camera when stream is covered. Because that way, I don't see the camera. Because not the camera. You know what I mean, like, the replay of myself. Because when I looked over there, before that was there, all I could do is look at myself, and I spend the whole time being like, oh no, is that how mouths move? Is that how you speak? Is that how you pronunciate your words? But when I don't have it there, I can just look up here, because where else do I look when I talk? Normally I'd look at myself, but I don't have to look at myself. Oh. The life of that of the ego. You hate to see it. Truly, actually, absolutely disgusting. You don't want to see it. I just... Okay, where is the tree? So the tree is here, so I think I was guessing right with saying that this rock would be... Okay, was saying this rock would be here. I'm sorry, I look down and my cat just screams at me. Okay, I'm looking at this in a different way. You get covered. Meow, meow, meow. Just to make us feel better, we're gonna turn all of this into tough as well. Once again, it will never be tough down here. It's either gonna be buried behind levels or, you know, get deep in like that. And, seems like the obvious to do. Right. Have to continue this over a bit, actually. So I'm realizing nothing's gonna be straight down. It's like rocks on rocks. I need to remember the last time. I need to like lock in. It's okay. It's our first mistake. It's just pitch dark now. I just can't see. I continue. It's cat attention hours. Meow meow meow. Don't know how well you can see her, but the fact she's in front of my face tells me you probably can tell that a cat is here. I don't think she could be any more present. I checked over to check. Yeah, she's here. She's chilling. She's quite the camera presence, does she not? Her pure existence just warrants attention. Will they swoon for you, Katini the Beanie Machine the first? They're not ready for what you have in store. If she had her own stream channel, she'd be winning. She would win. Win what? I don't know. No one's won it yet. No one's won it before. But she'd win it. Okay? You know she's gonna win it. And there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm gonna flatten this because I don't reckon that one ball is gonna go over here. Let's grab this. Eventually, it'll be much easier to do it in whichever order or way I want to. So this is lined up with my logo, right? Yeah, it's like that. Here. So I believe the tree is in line with this. In line with the statue. So we got that there. So we do see. Getting off over here, we definitely have a very circular buddy right there, which goes a bit over where the tree is. Which, how big are we gonna make this tree? Like a 4x4 or something? Either way, this is gonna start coming in over here. Start building up that border. Which, yes, maybe it looks scuffed to have all of this. Like that. Or like knowing that I'm gonna be building it all up. It does not need to be that big, I don't think. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It will be rounder, so it is gonna get smaller as we go. This comes out back here. So we're gonna then just one above everything. It just kind of line up here, just a bit. Assuming it probably is. As we go on down here, the bridge is probably on it. I think we're gonna want some stairs about. Perfect. There's no rhyme or reason to how I'm placing these, by the way. They're just kind of go. Okay, they're just kind of go. Now this down here is going to get interesting because there definitely is another rock that connects to down there. So see what that becomes. And do that. Maybe that was a bit much. I didn't need it. Just above this. How much is too much? Oh well, that might be good enough. Just be like, let's come out. It's expanded in a way. We have a rock there, which just definitely needs to be deeper now I think about it. We might not be able to. I don't know how deep we want to do it. It definitely looks like fun. We'll wait till we get to this area here on the right. When we get the right figured out, we can extend stuff. And now we got over here. I'm gonna let that stay there. Might even put walls there to connect between them. Now this area from the tree to over with another tree. So just say like that. We definitely have more of like this shape going on. How long is it? It's almost 36. Longer than this. Yeah, I'd let it go that far. Maybe not that much. That might be a bit much. Oh yeah, that's a shame. So I will say with the glasses on, it's really hard to see where each block is. Because we're looking for the full blocks. We're not going to care about this. Which I realize now why I wouldn't do those first originally. Because I'm going to start counting them as blocks when I shouldn't. I'm going to get confused. I'm going to get lost. Okay, so this just like comes out of it. No, go this way. Okay. Somehow I can't tell just because of the pure shadow of it all. Just to give that feeling there's something going on there. So I will say, warning in advance. Actually, I might turn off. Nah, I don't want to turn off the alarm because I'm going to forget to turn it back on. I was going to say, my phone will go off at 10 o'clock. Because that's just what it does. Gotta make sure I keep up that Duolingo streak, which I have not abandoned. I just don't do it on stream anymore because it's just really sad watching me attempt at this point, at this time. It's only gotten a little worse, a little worse. There you go, that's like a shape. Does it need to be out by one more? I feel like it should be out by one more, but precisely just on this area. Yeah. There we go. I feel like the walls are helpful for corners. I feel like some of the corners are a little too sharp. You know, like I feel like that just helps a bit. This I don't care about as much because it's a larger scale. I mean, this probably might reach that scale, depending on how deep I make it. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if I want it to. I don't know if I want that to. And then we have this over here that needs to come out. And it's definitely like, I'm gonna actually use my thumb. I lied. I was gonna say I won't use my thumb for something. Actually, so say that's about 3 fingers long. Sounds like 4 fingers long. So this is 3 fingers long. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because I will say I've not been staring at the same thing. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if 3 is 8, it should not add up. What's 8 divided by 3? I mean, that obviously won't be an easy split, but like... I'll say we just add 4. We add 4 and we call it a day. Get extended. You had a really bad nightmare? Well... Do you want to talk about Kitty? Or was this the nightmare? Did it look something like that? No, that's fine. I was about to say how goes it, but I already know now. You need a yap about it. Anything of that sort. Okay, and I want to do like 3 more. Because that's just not the number 3. That was 2. Okay. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna make my new line over here. That, and I'm gonna make the line out of this. So that way I'll know exactly that's just absolutely not supposed to be there. Because I almost fear that with the stone... Well, I think I would know the stone's not supposed to be. I want to hope in my ability to memorize that that's not how what's going on, but... It just might. It just might. Ah, I saw some holes in there. That's going to be great later. Absolutely amazing to deal with. Also, this corner just doesn't need to have stuff. Get rid of that. Due to Twitch guidelines and your sake, let's just say that the motto hurt Pumpkin really, really bad and we had to speed to them. Me when I invent Twitch. That's alright. He straight up asked what it was. That is horrific. I understand why that would be a nightmare. Alas, you wake up. You were there. Oh no. Not in person? Oh. How am I not quick enough to get rid of... Can't fight the water. No, in person? Oh, great. But luckily you awake a new day. The creatures are not harmed. They continue on. There's so much happening around the scenario as well. Oh, God. Yeah, it's one thing when it's just like cursed, but it's another thing when it involves the pets sometimes. Those gotta be the worst ones. Frog made a game show. Like, in real life, like as in back when we had, trivia, was it? Or do you mean like he just made an IRL game? Like, he just got better like that. You ghost me literally the whole dream long. Well, that's mean. I wouldn't do that. Not at a time like that. I fear what your dreams think of me at this rate, Kitty. Dreams where I ghost you. Dreams where a magical purple man shows up and beefs with me. Dreams where I cannot physically hide under things and the monsters don't kill us because they're too busy being dumbfounded by how bad we are at hiding. There was a baby that went missing in the shopping center. Happens. Oh, there it goes. One of those clicks was going to turn off the alarm. And my teacher asked me if we could get my mom's Facebook. Well, I understand where that one came from, because we talked about Facebook earlier. I don't need to mark up there. We know where that tree would be. We were just doing that based off trying to figure out where it went. No, bro. Actually, frog. Sure, that's cool. Someone get frog on the line. Make him do whatever this fictional show was now. Is it rounded? It's kind of rounded off there. We can do that. And I found another one of these. I don't know. I feel like that works for these areas where there's just like these strange gaps. And then we let that go. It's about even with this. It's a bit bigger down here. And it's just like a diagonal there, I think. Yeah, this is definitely getting around this type of scale, but just down here. Which sucks, because from here it's much easier just to extend upwards, because it's just infinite. It's gonna suck going down here, because we're gonna have to just take this out. That's okay. That's okay. He had a band and suggested that we all stream, and him and his band would play tunes and we'd have to guess the song. So like a pre-existing challenge, but he just showed off with it. Yeah. Does that feel like that shape? It kind of feels like that shape. It's all the way down here. So. That feels sort of correct. Might be a little extra around here. That actually works. I don't know why I hadn't attempted to do that before. Sorry, but I knew you wouldn't see all these messages till after stream. That's alright. Oh, the bill looks so good. Well, thank you. Actually, I could have just done this part coming down, but I wanted to. Okay, it's kind of hard to see the shit. Oh, everything's so bright. Oh, I forgot how bright everything was. Oh, we're keeping them on. We're keeping them on for my sake. Because the rest of my lights are off, so I turned this on and just absolutely lost it. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, have we even been an hour yet? Because I don't know how long I'll go for this for. I'll see if I can dig out this spot for now. I've just not opened any of the stuff I'm trying to open. Okay, there we go. I didn't mean to build with those, but that's okay. I'll pretend it's a star of whatever else is on over here. And of course, because it'll bother me otherwise, we're gonna continue this out. Me and my fake land. I will say, kitty, I'm excited to continue our Baldur's Gate, our new save, just so I have a second time to make it to the Goblin Camp, to have a closer save to use, and now also the camera option to see if I could use that to get some better angles and stuff. We'll find out. Especially the area that's here. I'm fine. This, like, area and stuff over here, I just don't know anything about. And I'd like to, so I could do it, because I just don't have any reference images. And it's one of the things I just didn't think about. Because I don't think I thought about a lot when I took the images I did for reference here. I just didn't think. Okay, now we're not done here. Well, this wasn't just gonna be these big boulders here. Of course, this is gonna be consistent enough. Once again, this just isn't deep enough to do all that we see here. Because, once again, there's so much that I just didn't think about when I started this. And it's all just expanding as we go. I will say, I do find it fun and amazing to see how big this is getting. Just this general area. So this part here, okay, it does keep going. I'm gonna say this. That. And I think that continues outwards. Kinda. It's definitely much more immersive. Nothing here. Wish I could zoom in more. Let's try to look at this spot. I guess it's more like next to here. Let's see if I can recreate that strange gap that just does exist. Maybe this comes out a little bit more. That's kind of lagging. Kind of. Maybe. Just a bit. Gotta remember to be less scared to just let the build be big. I gotta not think about the floor. I gotta not think about where it ends. I just gotta keep doing it. And if it cuts off, then it cuts off. There definitely is more that comes out. It doesn't go entirely to there. I feel like it a little bit more. that. Feels more like that shape-ish, kinda. We tried. And before that reaches its full length, there is definitely just a much bigger spot. Comes out diagonally here. And it actually does kind of line up with this. Yeah, it connects over, so this can go down. And this needs to just keep going. So. Probably just keep going down. Oh, it's a bit thicker, it's hard to actually see at the angle we have it placed there. That's fine, that'll continue lower. And of course from here, these will also bring some shape. Over here, between these, there is a another big rock. So up here in this. That big rock, and there's a more diagonal-like thing here. And this, make that there. And then to put in some of the shape it has in it, I can do that on the inside of it, so it's going kinda. It's got a lot of funky shapes in this bit. So we're just doing our best to make it shape. that done. And once it gets past this, it goes in and it starts to come out a little. Like just all the way down it comes out. That'll be dealt with later when we get. So that feels kind of better. Not the best. Also, this did need to keep going into this. Just didn't exactly. Oh, because that's that. Okay. It's there. That part's there. That's there. That part's there. I think we need that. It'll be easier to incorporate it when it goes down lower. This feels like it does just maybe extend. Like it might start coming out like it goes in just a bit. We'll see how that goes later on. Feels like a start. It's very tempting to want to just stop it there. Because I'm just starting this at 9 p.m. There clearly is not a lot going on in here. I just wanted to get a little something out. Just so I can say that I streamed today. Because I just forgot. Just entirely forgot. We got that done. Actually, you know what? We can moss it up a bit. We can moss that up a bit. I'm so sorry. I had to take off the glasses. Can't. It hurts my nose. We'll moss it up just so it feels nice. Okay, kind of maybe. Well, we'll start out with some moss and stuff. And maybe if this can be in the spot where I want it to be. That out, and then we're gonna also be needing this and that around. So we'll start off with areas that would have moss. First of all, absolutely this part up here. Absolutely covered in it. Wrong. There's an area over here where there's moss connected to this. I'm just gonna put some over. Well, not moss, there's greenery over there. But if it means I can moss it a little bit, I'm not gonna. That's over here, not over there. I'm gonna get these two rocks mixed up till the end of time. Seems. There is some stuff in the corner. Which that feels promising to me. So lots of stone and stuff out. So make sure everything matches up where it needs to be. Oh, well, whatever. That can work. I'm gonna put this by the areas where it's going to connect to stuff. Which just kind of works out like that in the end. There, and then here so it kind of blends out just a bit more. We'll set this on top of it. How this looks from this side, who knows, who cares, that will be changed up in the future. Absolutely more moss around here on this corner here. Some corners where it's close to touching it, so that way it kind of blends in. Next one. I'm gonna put one more in the corner because I don't want a sharp corner there. It just looks wrong to me. It just looks wrong to me. I might let a little more moss. I'll say moss. Yes. This just makes it feel nicer to have some stuff. Okay, now to get over here. She goes to my orb. Thank you, kid. It's exactly what we needed this time. This one orb till I mimic. We haven't hunted ghosts in so long, but then let's hunt ghosts. I guess not the second. Not the second. I'm not able to. I don't think I have the sanity for it. But there's nothing stopping us. I think we're just very easily distracted by other things. Okay, we have some areas with some greenery around. Might do what I did here and just choose at a couple other random spots. Like, I feel like under here could use some moss. You know? It's just not the block I want. There we go. Just a couple other spots. Except for me. We mossed it up. Next up. Oh, I wasn't ready for him to come up. Below Funky. That. Some classic cobble around. Not as much as the last much. Now, areas where it feels like there's a lot of light hitting it, of course, we'll never have nothing hit exactly like it does in the game. My goodness, if you won't try. I technically have 1.5 hours from now until I have to start getting ready. Obviously, I know you're building right now. Absolutely no worries. Bro, where do you come up with those patterns in Minecraft? Mesmerizing everything. Magic. So let's sprinkle off a little bit. There's some that get off this part down here, which again tells me that it needs to come out more. That'll work. Makes me want to kind of lower everything by another layer so I don't have to look at it. Let's Also at the top of this one. It's all kind of around the same edge areas for each of these. So don't worry, I'm gonna make other things andesite and stuff as well. It'll all blend in together soon enough. Just don't bother yet. Feels so nice to finally wake up and see your stream notification and then you're actually streaming. Maybe, is this the trick? I just need to go full onwards where it's like, I stream early enough and there's like people there. And then there's the normal time I'm starting to stream kind of with you and that's just eh. And then there's when I stream late where it's too late for anyone to join. And then it's too early for someone to wake up. And then there's the point where I just start like in the middle of the night. Just in time, I guess, for you to wake up then. There's a lot more over here on this one. Here's to hoping this doesn't come out looking a little too silly. Middle of the night, 10:30. Okay. It's a weird... I would be in bed by now, okay? I'd be chilling in bed, just scrolling through my phone for a bit, alright? This isn't my talk to people hours. Okay, so we're gonna have some of this sparsed in. Inside mixed with that. Take both of those then, why not? Down here. I might just cover that up, that's just a weird. That can be there. There we go, it fixed itself in that way. I love me some morning yappage sesh. Yeah. Yeah. You're lucky, you got me after I chilled out. This stream started out on a level that I don't think I was ever supposed to be at. And we've made it down. I know I told myself I was gonna chill. I wasn't gonna chill. I don't know what... I'm about to lose it. Maybe I shouldn't become too aware of it. We might lose it again. We might... We're not gonna make it. We're gonna go back off the deep end. Maybe. Chill. I don't know if I want to. I'm not gonna make that sound anymore. I don't know if it picks up, but I'm gonna just not. I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. Deep breath in. We're chill now. We've reached a zen. We did that. Now to get out our cobble. I was like, that's one of the things that annoy me, is that stone does not have a wall. There's no just stone wall. You can have stone bricks, you can have cobblestone bricks, all that, but there's no just stone wall. And it annoys me a lot. Well... So then I like disperse out even more. I just have like just one or two. One, two, maybe a third little cobblestone mixed into it. Something just rolled over. I don't know why it did that. Okay, there we go. Maybe that makes sense. Just maybe. And then, we're just gonna put a couple random mossy stones about. Don't know where that one ended up there. That's okay. Well, this is not gonna stay blank like this. Me, but you know. I've just fully forgot about that area, huh? That's my bad. That's just the one block that we didn't need to get extra of, actually. Perfect. I feel like I need one more that's viewable, but like maybe there. That might be too much together. That's too much together. Maybe there. That's not even an area that should have a block, but it doesn't. It's just gonna be one of those things where, like, it doesn't look right to me. I look here and it looks right. Maybe it's because I didn't spread it out enough. I made it very, like, connected. And it's kind of what the mossy stone originally. We're not gonna think about that one. Some of this we can't really spread out. There's cobblestone and things there. That one has been spread out. Kinda. Better. Something like push. That was just right on the one block that should have been there. There we go. And that means that doesn't fit in at all. Think that helped a bit. Me when I egg. Then someone is just instantly banished. You'll love to see it. See, it looks very messy over here. You want to think that helped? what would help is to have these. But then there's too perfect of a line, so I think this needs to go here. Even a mossy stair could go there instead. That break it up a bit more. Just maybe. Let's put one here. Let's do extra. I feel like the cobblestone might actually fit there instead. I'm not sure. It definitely feels like one of those things where it'll just fix itself later on. Maybe it's an area where I need to just take a moment and look at it again a different day. Like how I remember this whole side of the mountain I was very unsure about. I felt like I didn't decorate it as good as I did this side. And then I gave it a bit and now I look at it and it makes sense. It all feels cohesive in a way to me. This, I'm going to assume, will someday also join in that cohesiveness. Okay, this definitely needs to be more on the top. Yeah. That's just not the one that goes there. I needed a slab. I wanted a slab. Put here. It is a little too much. Okay. It'll fix itself, and there's probably so much I'm going to be doing to this at a later point as well. But we'll see. Also, this side, we're not dealing with, because I'll have another angle of it at another point, I'm sure. I feel like I did something. And also, this is a better way of going about this. Once again, this needs to be deeper, so that way this pattern, these stones and stuff, can keep going. Because it's going to be this type of effect, but down. We might not do that, though, because I'm still trying to dig out this area to do the next towers. It's going to be a struggle to do the next towers if, we don't have an area to do that. So I need to mine that out more in my free time. I need to now mine that out more in my free time. I might do the trees in my free time because I'm so scared. I'm so scared of streaming the trees being built. I don't think I can do it. And I also, in other words of free time, whenever we do Baldur's Gate next, need to get a new save so I can try and take more photos of areas I need to work on. Make my life easier. With that being said, then, this didn't open like I wanted it to, but that's okay. You know, a lot of things are not working how I want them to this second. Just nothing's working how I want to this second. We're gonna assume the music's not that loud. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of music for you. Wait, let me check. Let me check if there's anyone to stream first. Be nosy, be nosy. Okay, now you're going to Dash Docs. It don't matter. I can remove this. And I don't care. No, I will miss you. Too bad. An hour and a half is all we get today. It's all we get today. Because there is no today yet. It's just gone. Lost it. Let me get up my phone so I can raid Dash Ducks. Need to send you guys away. Away. I don't know why I said it like that. That was like a Mamma Mia reference. Except it's not really a reference. It's just a way Meryl Streep was talking about. What was she talking about? It was to the other girls when she found out all the dads showed up. And she's like, they need to hop in their boat and float away. Away. Whatever. I don't know. Menu. I put on the glasses just to take back off the glasses. Oh god, oh, I could hear myself. That was scary. Those are scary times. Those are deep, dark, scary times we were in there for a moment. Oh, Dash Ducks. Yeah. I almost forgot. Time zones. Who's here? Who's there later? Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nachmittag, guten Nacht. I almost said guten Tag. I don't know what the German word for duck would even be. Good duck, okay? Guten Duck, I don't know. Goodbye. And now the raid is off.